Destiny Wagner, and I am from Panama City Beach, Florida. Now, my life-changing event would be when I initially came to Liberty University. This wasn't my first year in college. However, this was my first time being away from home for more than a couple of days or a week or two. Now, I would say what made this such a life-changing event was the fact that I, I was now a couple hundred miles away from home. I was away from my friends, my family, every location that I was familiar with. I did visit Lynchburg over the summer, but it was a very new town. I was still learning it. I was still making friends and getting used to such a different atmosphere. Now, what made this such a life-changing experience for me was because of the fact that it required me to rely on myself a lot more than I thought I already was doing, and to just depend on God more, and just learn that I need to sometimes step out there, step out of my comfort zone to try to make friends, to try to make the best of this new situation that I'm living in, and just know that this is where God wanted me, and I just needed to adjust to being here. Now, part of where this really turns life-changing for me is the fact that I had to really find that self-reliance and independence and just rely on my friends and the people I was living with, relying on God, and just knowing that this transition it's not as bad as it seems. I would say for what I've really learned throughout this whole process is, for one, I feel like I've definitely grown into the college student title, and I really feel like I'm starting to belong more now. I'm starting to not rely on my parents as much, but see them more as friends and people I can talk to, instead of just my parents who are always telling me what to do or instructing me or teaching me. And now I'm able to relate to them in a completely different way, and I'm able to relate to everybody in my church back home in a different way, relate to my friends back home differently, relate to the people up here differently, because I would say that the person I am now is not the same person who came to Liberty University last year, who was a sophomore, but who had never been away from home for the first time and doesn't respond very well to changes. So I would say that what I've really taken away from that is that I am now learning more how to adapt to different changes and how to not let it get me down, but know that it is a stepping stone for the next phase in my life, and that there is huge benefits from going through these life-changing experiences, and they're not supposed to be these huge scary things that we should try to avoid.